Welcome to Oaklane Quarter Midget Speedway, my second home. Today we're going to give you a behind-the-scenes tour of where we race our quarter midgets.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down.
We're going to start off in the hot chute. This is where we take our cars with, we take the carts with our cars on top, we pull them in, and then two adults or a strong young kid takes the car, puts it down, and then they push it up to the lanes up here, and then they push off into the track. These are the lanes where you sit, and then basically your grown-up pushes you off over to here. And then there's a bunch of signals that people do. Sometimes the grown-up will hit the helmet. Sometimes they say hit it. But either at that crack or that crack, you somewhere around there start your car. And then you start down there, and then you get onto the track. This is my favorite part of the tour, the track. It's one of the oldest and fastest tracks in the United States, mainly because of the banking. As you can see, it kind of looks like a giant bowl of cereal a little bit. That means that there's always a little bit of force pushing down, which makes it very fast. And this is very special. Not all tracks have this. This is called soft wall. Shout out to Joe Dilly, he created it. As you can see, it's just made up of soft tires. These are made out of rubber. So when you hit it, you don't get slammed in the face by a bunch of metal, and your car does not get destroyed. And also, it doesn't hurt as much because the wall can move. As you can see, I can kind of shake it. And the tires are not bolted to the ground, nor is this wall. And I don't think this one is. Actually, this one is bolted to the ground. I messed up. This is the flagger stand. This is how we know what to do on the track. There's some other ways, but this is the main one. So basically, there are 8 flags. We don't use all of them because there's some like the meatball flag and the stripe flag, but the red, yellow, and green flag are the main ones. Green, you know, is go. Red is stop, and yellow is slow down. Right here, we have a button, as you can see over there at the lights. If you press this button, they're powered off right now, the lights would turn off, and that would tell us to slow down on the track. We're here at the hardest part of the track, from turn 1 into turn 2. That's because this turn is a lot tighter than that turn. You might think the track is a perfect oval just like this, but actually it's slightly slanted, so it gets a little bit bigger as you go that way. So over there, you can take more of a curved turn. Over here, you kind of have to rip the car around, and it's a lot harder. So this is our sponsor board and our number board. The number board tells us who is in what spot on the track. So number 1, if number 1 was right there on the 10th spot, number 1, the 1 car would be in 10th place. You probably get how that works. This is our sponsor board. We would like to thank all of the sponsors on this board for 2024. Thank you very much. This is the pit area. If you break out on the track, it's not like your one parent or like your 2 parents are gonna have to try and fix it alone. Because if you break something serious, you probably have to pick the car up. No, this is a working together sport. No one fights most of the time. Basically, like every parent in the pit helps you out. You probably have to fix it. Some people will lend you their tools. Everyone helps out. It's a very friendly and like friend-healthy sport. This is our scare house. This is where you weigh the drivers because each class has their own weight. Light 160 is light. Like heavy 160 is heavy. And this is also where we keep our arrive and drive cars, which is basically where if you don't know if you want to do the sport yet, but you want to try it out, you can come over to an arrive and drive one of these cars out on the track by yourself, and if you like it, then you can maybe sign up. I would like to thank Raptor and Anvil. Raptor made some of the fastest motors that I personally use in my car, and I fly through the track. I would also like to thank Anvil for doing my wrap. It looks amazing. Thank you so much. This is my other favorite spot to be. As you guessed it, Victory Lane. Again, I would like to thank Anvil for remaking our sign. It looks way better than the old one, and it just really pops. This is where drivers go after they win their heat or main. There are different signs in the scale house. There's a heat main winner and a heat winner and a main winner. This is the tech area. Disclaimer, take out your nitrous before Eric checks it. So, if you come over here, this is the tech shed. This is where they rip apart your motors to make sure you didn't cheat. And then over here, top 3 drivers in every single class come over here waiting to be teched or being teched. This is where Miss Katie takes your money for you signing in. This is also the trophy room. As you can see, the trophies are inside. Those are the trophies that you can win. Second place, first place, and then over here, we have some tiny third place. And in this cabinet, we have more trophies. And then those are very big trophies that we've got donated. This is one of the more secret parts of the track. This is where my dad works a lot. If you come in here, this is where they store a bunch of stuff. A bunch of work stuff and stuff like that. And tools. And then when you come in here, this is where they store all their trophies. Look, this one even has a turkey on it. Back here, they have all the cups for the cup races. All the regular trophies, all the big trophies, all that stuff. This is the trophy storage room. And then back here is all the panels for the electricity. I'm not gonna touch anything because I don't know what any of them do. But I know they do something important. This is the tower. This is where the spotter and the scorers go. As we come up these stairs, Halloween decorations are everywhere. This is where the spotter sits. The spotter has a very important job of watching everything that happens on the track. If he or she doesn't precisely know what happened, then we're gonna have a problem. Their job is to know what's going on the track, and then if there's something that the scorers and the flagger wants to know if they should call them on it, then the spotter will make that decision. And this is the scorer, or the scorer's area. This is also where we store the transponders that you can rent. And then over here is the computer where they control things. Something that I forgot to tell you about all these areas is there are no kids allowed during racing because they both have very important jobs and need to keep their eyes open on the track. Oh wait, I forgot something. Matt Floyd, come pick up your receiver. It's up here and I think it's dead, but come pick it up. Sorry, I just had to say that real quick. What happened? This is where the seating and viewing stands are. As we come into here, you can see these are 2 regular bleachers. Good for watching at the track. But over here, we have something that most tracks don't have. This is a handicap seating spot. And if you follow me, you come over here to a ramp for people in wheelchairs or that can't walk very well upstairs. That's a photo tower. We'll get to that in a little bit. This is the handicap seating area. Very comfortable wooden benches all the way along for handicapped people. And even if there's kids with them, they can sit up here. This is another unique spot that you can view the race. We call this the photo tower. If you come up these stairs with me, you'll see we're pretty high up in the air. But that's good, because now you can see the races perfect. You can see the entire track with an amazing view, and it's great for taking photos, hence the name, Photo Tower. Another thing unique about Oaklane Quarter Midget Speedway that no other track has is that they have these electricity posts that have electricity for RVs, trucks, trailers, anything that needs electricity. No other track has this. And as you can see, oh, look over there. A bunch of posts. Look over there. A bunch of posts. Every parking spot has a post. So if you need energy, all you have to do is pay for it. This is our children's play area, Blaine's backyard, in honor of Blaine Zickfus, who sadly passed away. He was a driver. This is the play area. It's ages 6 and down. So, I'm not allowed in, but for content purposes, I'm going in. Obviously, sometimes there's older kids who come in here and kind of wreck the place. So, good older kids have to come in here and fix everything up. Now, sometimes it's the littler kids that do it. So, there's houses, slides, tables, more houses, and a kitchen setup. So, this is your spot to play with your kids. Now we're gonna walk over to our snack stand. And follow me just over here. This white shed right here is the snack stand. That window is where you order. And then that is the condiment food. So, normally it's open. You order here, and after you leave, you pick up your food here, or sometimes if it's just snacks or candy, they give it to you over there. And then if you get something that you might want a little bit of mustard or barbecue or something like that, this is normally where they lay out the condiments, napkins, spoons, forks, all the utensils and condiments. This is the walk-up bar. Basically, if you want to watch racing, you put your food down, stand up, eat while watching racing. It's basically like a miniature little table that we've put into our track so you can still watch racing while eating. This is the bench area. This is where we hold all of our raffles. Kids can sit and eat, grown-ups can sit and eat. Sometimes on big events, we even have our family dinners, as I call them, which is where every member from the track comes over and eats one meal that people buy. This is our last secret spot. Everyone always asks about it, but it's nothing special. Hold on. If you walk in, you see it's quite a tiny room. It only goes about this far back. If you can even see me, it's quite dark back here. We have another giant trophy. This is the cat that goes somewhere around the track during the pumpkin race. And then some more trophies, some paper, and then in here are the paper numbers that we hang up right over here. We hang them up in that little shed post thing. And that's the numbers that you take, and then you tape them onto your car, and then that's how the spotters know what number you are. Sadly, this is the end of my tour at my second home, Oaklane Quarter Midget Speedway. But stay tuned for more content from Floyd Family Motorsports.